Over the years, we've been inundated by complaints from residents of Satellite Town in the Amuwo-Odofin area of Lagos State over what they perceived as total neglect of the town by the state government. Well, the coming of tank farms around the vicinity was greeted with mixed feelings. The decision brought about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, some of the residents thought the tank farm owners were insensitive to the ongoings in the area. Now, in order to allay the fears of these residents and assure them of their total cooperation, the tank farm owners recently rose from a meeting and have decided to commit over 600 million naira towards road rehabilitation and construction, and also put on ground some other reforms to help manage their operations and impact on the community. We visited to see what's currently on ground, and we have decided to stay on this report to monitor developments. Satellite Town in Amuwo-Odofin area of Lagos plays host to a number of tank farms, from where tankers daily move product to different parts of the country. However, the presence of these tanks has continued to generate issues of concerns for residents. In the course of our previous visit to the area, the people added that the town has been totally neglected by the government, and this has affected the quality of lives in the neighborhood.
Most of our drainages does not work because all the areas that the water is supposed to pass through has been blocked. And all effort for government to come into our aid prove abortive. We don't exactly know who to meet. We have subsequent councillors and all that of people from the government who are supposed to be doing something about Satellite Town. Unfortunately, they did not do anything.
When we started business here, I look at this place that it will be a viable business area for me, and that is why myself and my board of directors decided to invest in Satellite Town. But that was during the dry season. For about 4 years and now, we have started this business. We have not made any successful achievement.
As if that was not enough, they also blamed their woes partly on the influx of tankers going to the tank farms for petroleum products. However, rising from a meeting, the tank farm owners outlined some of the issues they've decided to tackle in order to strike a positive chord with their host community, which include to build a central fire station in the community, partner the state and federal government in infrastructure upgrade, sustain and enhance current safety practices, and much more.
Agitations are nothing more than expressions of requirements. That's the way I explain them. And I think based on that, they have expressed what they need, and we have said, this is great. Some of the things we can do, some of the things that we can't do. Of course, we're all in very difficult economic circumstances. And so we have to do everything within those limits, and we come together and say, okay, look, we can do this now, but we will do this at a later time. So yeah, I think it's going to be one of the best relationships I think you'll find over the years.
We're trying to avoid a situation where the host community would be having issues with the business owners, and that's why we've been doing everything possible. We're trying to partner with state government, the federal government, DPR, and every other stakeholders to make sure that all infrastructures and things that have to do in terms of having the best practices, happened around Ijegun, and that's why we call the stakeholders meeting, and that's why we're here.
At the moment, a road construction is currently ongoing around the Mara Road access, a major route for the tankers. This is being undertaken as part of their social responsibility to the satellite community.
We now had to reconstruct the whole of this area. Like you are seeing now, it is by reinforced concrete to address the challenge. And apart from that, the Marwa Road is also to be rehabilitated. That is why the surface engineering, that's the Nigerian Army engineers that are constructing this road now, part of the scope of work is for them to rehabilitate the entire stretch of Marwa Road. So those were the things that informed us. The important thing is for us to address some of the challenges we've had in terms of infrastructural deficits. Another challenge, which we are also addressing, being the challenge of environmental, that's the drainage. So you can see we are also putting up new drainages, and we are also creating culverts to take water to the lagoon. So we are having a robust plan to transform the whole of this area. As far as this particular construction is concerned, we are looking at not doing anything on this road again after this construction for the next 20 years because of the nature of the construction. If you look at it, it is a 2-layer reinforcement, not 1 layer. And then it is done in such a way that, we had to excavate the whole of the topsoil to the depth of more than 3 meters, fill it with boulders, stone base, sharp sand, So it is done in such a way that it would withstand pressure for the next 20 years before we talk about doing anything on it. We are also looking at a reconstruction of Olojo Road, which was outside the scope for now. And the cost is mind-blowing. That is, if you add that, we are really spending a lot. In addressing the issue of safety and the concerns of the people, we are also setting up a central fire station with state-of-the-art equipment.
Upon completion, the project is expected to bring some level of relief to the people of Ijegun satellite town, who also expect that the safety of their lives and property would be taken into consideration. Eyewitness Report hopes to stay on this story as event unfolds. Be part of a team bringing changes to communities around you. Make use of your camera, take a shot, and report those intriguing or disappointing issues as they affect you. It could be innovation, communal development, crime, infrastructure upgrade, or deficits, and lots more. Post your video or photo on our Eyewitness portal. But first, begin by downloading the Channels TV app, launch and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness icon, and follow instructions on how to upload your photos. It's quite simple. Now let's see what you already uploaded for the week.
And to the images you sent in, let's begin with this one from Odunukon Street in Abule Ijesha area of Lagos State, showing this gas station right in the middle of a residential area. Our eyewitness is worried that this station situated in this densely populated area is a looming danger. He wants the state government to do something about it. Next is this picture from Ojiachi Road in Enugu West Senatorial Zone in Enugu State. The picture shows a section of the road broken down. He's afraid that this could lead to accidents for unsuspecting drivers, especially at night. He says that aside from the pain motorists and residents would have to go through using this road, our final image is from Yola, the Adamawa state capital, showing a man walking through the flood that our eyewitness says has taken over the area. He says this is what the community looks like whenever it rains. He laments the pain this brings on residents and is hoping help would come their way soonest. Thank you for sending these messages. Please keep more coming.
Those are your shots. Do keep them coming. Let's do this again same time next week. Till then, I'll keep my eyes on you. Bye-bye.